It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans. And it comes your way next.
We are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin joined by Tennessee Sports Hall of Famer Charles Davis. And CD, these Titans stumbled a bit last year. They were coming off 6 straight winning seasons, a #1 seed in 2021, but they fell to 7-10 a year ago.
A major surprise because it certainly looked like they had the division locked up around midseason. The big key for them, more consistency at the quarterback position, keeping their guy healthy and being able to run the football as impressively as they've done in the past.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Seahawks, most of the pundits, yourself included, Charles, gave their draft class high marks. And that comes after a year where they struck gold in the 5th round with Tariq Woolen.
And they also struck gold in the offensive line, getting brand new tackles at left and right, struck gold with a running back who was a big-time runner as a rookie. Yeah, there's something to be said about building through the draft.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Nashville. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
When the Seahawks named Smith the starter last season, it gave him an opportunity he wasn't sure he would get again. And then he became one of the best quarterbacks in football and sustained it across a full 17 games, winning Comeback Player of the Year. Saved his career with last season and keeps the Seahawks as true contenders.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a Tennessee native from just outside of Memphis, Ken Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Walker on first down, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Smith. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air, it made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Kyle Phillips deep for Tennessee. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So a new face at quarterback for the Titans in 2023. It's the 24-year-old rookie out of Kentucky, Charles, Will Levis.
As if this motivated young man needed an extra chip on his shoulder. He certainly got one more when he slipped to the 2nd round of this year's draft. This, after he was discussed as a possible top 5 pick. As he likes to tell everyone, I've got a cannon for an arm, and I love to show it off.
The NFL's second leading rusher in 2022. Here's Derrick Henry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play. Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. And this a quick slant to Lockett. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now Geno on 1st down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards that time for number 14. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Geno now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. That is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll make it 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Levis's throw complete there to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went 3-and-out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Levis sets up to throw here. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Looking for Traylon Burks that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Off the play fake, Levis. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Geno.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Henry.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Henry running right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On second down, here's Henry. And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Folk, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Smith. And his throw is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Smith. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Levis back to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Smith.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
To about the 40-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd and 6.
To throw is Smith. Finding room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's got it to about the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
(7-7), our score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun, here's Smith.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now to the ground, here's Walker.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker.
And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. First and 10. Here's Levis. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Levis looking to throw.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility.
Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Levis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's complete, Burks. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Second and 7. Levis to throw it.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Here's Levis. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Levis on 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Folk's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Dallas up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down and 8. Toss left side for Walker.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Smith on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Levis now off of play action. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Traylon Burks, the intended receiver.
And it's second down.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Levis to throw off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Play action. It's Smith. And that's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 80 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambled a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Levis sets up to throw here.
Caught left side, Hopkins.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Levis. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Geno on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Smith now to throw.
Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
To run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this 1st half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Smith.
Throwing a wide to Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now Folk for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Levis from the gun.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Second and 5. Levis back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not there.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line. Geno now to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
98 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
From the 50, it's Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Geno is going to get this complete to Walker.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Smith.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Now Geno.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
Man open downfield. It's Metcalf.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
A give for Walker running right.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
His throw incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Levis. This will go to Henry out wide.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. On 1st and 10, Smith. They got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
32 yards.
And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game.
Yep.
How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it, and you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Now Geno on 1st down.
Smith-Njigba with a grab. from the 23. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Throwing is Smith. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. "51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A first down carry for Henry. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Levis.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Levis.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Henry up the middle.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And out now come the Seahawks. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Play action. It's Smith. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it'll bring up third down. Smith.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the sixth time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A quick throw there is incomplete. Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Levis sets up to throw here.
They set up the screen for Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw is on target to Burks.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. But he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
1st and 10, it's Levis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 3.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Inside handoff, Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins from 3 yards out.
And the Titans have taken a 4th quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Folk connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Geno now to throw.
And he's taken in by the tight end fan. Look at the big fella go.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Out come the Titans now.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Shreds him with his stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Levis to throw it. On the slant, Burks.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Levis back to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Henry running right. He stiff arms him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They keep it with Henry on first down.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Again, it's Henry. Powers through it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Again to Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans are able to move back in front.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
It's one play at a time, baby.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Smith. This is Fant on the short completion, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so, and that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They try to find Jackson Smith and Jigba. And now it's 2nd down. To the air again, Smith. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Geno. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When a ball's tipped in the air and falls incomplete, sometimes it's almost insignificant, but not in this game because 3 interceptions have already been thrown. So when this one got tipped in the air, you just had to wonder, could this be the 4th? Instead, it falls incomplete, and the guys on offense breathe a sigh of relief.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Smith.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Smith off the bootleg.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Smith.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Levis now on 1st and 10.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Levis looking to throw. That one behind his man, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Levis.
And that will be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there.
3rd down here. Here's Smith. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Here's a 2nd and 7. Levis, he'll look to throw it. Out route, and this is Henry with the catch. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Here's first down.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Y'all got time, let's go. Don't stop that. Let's go.
Derrick Henry. And just shedding him off there. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Fulk connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
So Geno and the Seahawks
Down by 7, under a minute 20 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith's going to throw it.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Here's Smith.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Smith to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's going to let it fly. He's got it with the 15.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
Huge play there. Now, do you use that timeout or try to hustle it up?
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Here's 1st and 10.
Smith. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
One last throw here for Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're out of timeout, so this one has to be in the end zone, so make sure you have your fastest guys and your best sleepers on the field for this play.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again?